Hello friends, welcome to today's daily devotion. It's Saturday and the normal course of things for my daily devotions has been Monday through Friday. But in this season of Advent, as we're preparing ourselves for Christmas, we're going each and every day, December 1st through the 25th, looking at this resource, Roots, the Advent story of Jesus. And today we're looking at Genesis chapter 3, verses 8 and 9. Hear now these words. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord called to the man, "Where are you?" Now, yesterday's devotion, I alluded to the fact that Jesus came after creating us in the image of God to be the image of us as God. Well, here in Genesis chapter 3, we're beginning to understand the reasons why he did so. You know the story if you know anything about the beginning chapters of Genesis, where God created humankind, Adam and Eve. They were placed in the Garden of Eden and they were given the opportunity to be co-regents with God over everything in the garden. They had a job, they had a purpose, they had everything that they needed. Except they thought they needed something else. They thought they needed to know good and evil. And to do so meant to disobey God. And they did. And so here in this passage, when they are guilty of the sin of disobedience, of eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they hide themselves. And God calls out to them and says, "Where are you?" Now, God didn't ask that question because he didn't know where they were. He asked that question to help them to recognize they didn't know where they were. For you see, they knew they were hiding behind trees, but they didn't know how they stood in relationship with God. And so they were afraid and they hid. And human beings have been hiding from God ever since. But God knows where we are. And God is wooing us. God is loving us. And Jesus came to be that attractive one that can bring us back into this relationship with God. For you see, when God said, "Where are you?" and Jesus answered, Jesus said, "Here I am." And God said to his Son, "In you I am well pleased." And when Jesus died on the cross, he said, "It is finished." And then he rose from the grave. He ascended into heaven. And he is our attraction even now. When God says, "Where are you?" I can say, "I'm in Jesus." How about you? And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.